It's a medical malpractice trial, and now the jury is out deliberating to decide whether you're entitled to a verdict in your favor. Except one of the jurors is unsure. They want to make a lifeline call to a trusted friend or to a family member to see which way they should vote, in your favor or not. Can they do that? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and the answer is no, they cannot. The jurors cannot make a lifeline call like you see done on Shark Tank or on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They can't do that. Why not? It's because the jury, the 6 members of the community, have spent their time listening to all the testimony and all the evidence in your particular case. If they were now to pick up the phone and call their best friend, say, hey, listen, I'm trying to decide whether the injured patient is more likely right than wrong, that what they're claiming is true, there is no possible way that this juror could condense all the testimony and all the evidence in the span of a few-minute phone call to get a trusted answer about which way they should vote. It's simply not going to happen. The judge will never allow it. And if that happens, and now the other members of the jury recognize and see what's happening, they have an obligation to tell the judge, listen, this person is violating your rules. We're not supposed to talk to anybody else to get their outside opinions about what went on in this case because they weren't here. They didn't hear the testimony. They didn't see the witnesses. They didn't see the evidence. So now they're making an uninformed decision that's now influencing this particular juror. So there will be no lifeline calls to get information or advice or hints on what they should or should not do. Instead, the jury is supposed to come together collectively to have a discussion about who they think is right, who they think is not right. And only then are they supposed to come to conclusions about who is entitled to a verdict in their favor. So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these civil lawsuits involving accident cases and medical malpractice cases and even wrongful death cases here in New York. You know, I understand and I recognize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if you haven't brought a lawsuit yet, but you are contemplating bringing one and haven't started it because you still have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.